the revenue managers?
Mm. For the strategy itself, actually, it's pretty same. So we lower the price. So first we compare for nearby villa or guest house. Then yeah, we try to optimize the price, but based on this data. But overall, it's the same. We lower the price, we negotiate with the owner, and after that, we do promotion on Instagram and Facebook, something like that.
And for this new booking for the new price is actually from Facebook or Airbnb again, sorry?
For the new price, also for
The
booking
new bookings, yep.
updates, all the three, it's from Airbnb, but one potential conversion, it's a direct booking from Kevin.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and let me actually cross-examine Alif too. Well, hey, how you doing, Alif?
Hello, sir. I'm good.
Okay. What I actually want to ask here is this, right? So I think Vinny just understood a little bit about the strategy. I see this as always part of communication strategy. So understanding who's the audience, understanding how that audience responds to our message, understanding how the audience responds to the channel, and understanding the timing. And I think you found a bit of gold here. So let's kind of drill down a little bit more. So we know that the type of discounts and offers that we do is attracting this audience. Do we know anything more about this particular type of audience?
Oh, I see. So deeper understanding, yeah, sir, about the
Yeah.
audience.
Hmm.
So far, maybe I don't have deeper, more understanding about our audience, but for now, but I can try to analyze that maybe, sir.
Excellent. Do we have a deeper understanding about the timing and perhaps how we maybe hit the right timing in this particular case?
Oh, for the timing, do you mean by uh, what do you mean by time?
Well, timing is like, okay, we posted a certain message saying that it was a certain
Oh,
discount at a certain time, right?
uh,
And do you think that that timing had something to do with, I don't know, like getting the result that you got to?
I think it's about messaging. Yeah, we persuade people like yeah, we make a promotion, but the promotion is make it very unique. For example, like hey, Bukit
Mm,
Vista, we have a promotion for this week. Yeah,
right.
we put previous price. For example, like maybe 2 million, and then we
Okay.
like coret. How do you say it in English? Coret.
Strike out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Strike
coret.
through, strike through.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
and then after that, yeah, we put it the lower price, the new price, and I think it's really attract our customer. And for the timing, uh, I don't really understand about that, sir.
Okay. Can we actually ask Alif to do this, right? So I think there's more to be understood about like the audience and the timing, right? So you got one part of the communication strategy working really well, which is your messaging. But if we can actually, let's say, improve the understanding of the audience and also improve the understanding of the timing, do you think that we could possibly get even better results based on, let's say, a firmer understanding of these other
Y-
components?
Yes, sir. I believe that we can. Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, all right. Then I'm not sure how to do this. So should I ask Lewis or Vidi? How do we allocate resources on this team so that Leaf can get a few more people to help them on this particular pathway? Let's
Oh
go to
yeah,
Vidi
for
first.
like personal understanding, as usual, create a team with people who you think has the most visibility on the operations itself.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
into private.
great. Okay, so Leaf, build your team together. People here, people in the rest of the company that can help you, and let's dedicate a few more resources to understanding how we can get more of this to happen over time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir, for
Yeah.
the insight.
Okay.
Thank you, Alif, Kafidi, and Mr. Jing for the discussion. And by the way, hello for the trial candidates here. Sorry we can't introduce you now since we have a lot of people here, 24 people. Oh my god. Okay, so let's just move over to my car. So my name is similar to Alif, but from Villa Blumaya, but um, only got 4 inquiries from last week, which are all from Facebook. Two got turned down because the price is too high for them, and the reason is one only has 2 guests, so the 4 villa bedroom is kind of too pricey for them, and the other one's what at 12 million per month, which is around the net price actually after we got the price from the BVV. And for the next plan of action, I think it should just be continued to be promoted because I think we just haven't met the right guests. Uh, we can see from Blue Apsara, yeah, the owner is the same. It already has bookings until February because of one specific guest. So I'm hoping that Blue Maya's success will also be like Blue Apsara. So like specific guest actually like it a lot and decided to stay for a few months because the two that got turned down, the inquiries, they actually want to stay for at least like 2 or 3 months, and one actually planned for yearly rent. So there's a lot of potential for this Blue Maya to succeed. I think that's all from my card. Maybe 2023. Okay. Let me just move over to Farah.
Thank you, Kevin. I'd like to focus on the second card, the House of Gambala. So, I think my question was the property owner, Spark Chris, mentioned that he wants the gross price to be 2.5 million rupiah. So, do I key in 2.5 in the what do you call it, token? Because gross means it's before the commission and everything. So I don't know what amount to key in to the token. Like before commission or after commission?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Kafidi answer.
Usually, yeah, this is based on my experience with Pak Chris, yeah, and Godbala. First, you can also try to reconfirm with them, right? But then from my experience, like they want that to be the selling price, but so I just key in the value that have been agreed in token. But that's
No, he said 2.5 is the gross. So gross is before the commission.
that's not to owner, right? If it's before you means before cut down by commission, right?
Yeah.
So 2.5 includes our fee, right?
Yeah. So I'm not
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, just put that in token. Correct.
Oh, so it's still 2.5.
Yeah, because it will be auto adjusted from token to all the OTAs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I already told you in Slack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Including BV fee only, right?
Oh, because I didn't understand that part. Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
But it's
you
okay, I
can
think it's
confirm
settled.
directly if you don't understand it. Don't wait until we have meeting.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. But yeah, that's all for this card. The newsletter, I'm still working on it. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Vera. Okay, if there are no questions for her card, we'll move over to Manasa, who just added one card. Okay, so Manasa.
Yeah, Kevin, I just added that there. Actually, initially, I bought that down there from Dun. I just bought it down there because I have a small update on the card. Could you just open first? Could you just open the Excel, the tracker, Kevin? Yeah, thank you. So maybe we could, if possible, open that in the. Yeah, I think it won't open here, so we have to. Yeah.
Oh, I need to request access.
Oh. No worries. Can I share screen just for a brief while?
Okay, sure.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, can everyone see? Sorry. Yeah, so for the Excel, right? I'll open it over here. Okay, fast. Yeah, there's just a small update. Actually, in the last meeting, I said the cost for each property onboarding is 900 something US dollars, right? Actually,
sorry, Manasa.
Yeah.
Sorry, Manasa, can I cut? Your screen is right now the Trello card. So it just says that the file cannot be previewed, not the sheets.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Let me just.
share
Okay,
screen
can everyone see it now? Yeah. All right. So previous meeting I said the cost was some $900 something, but I realized that when I divided the salaries, I divided by 30, but I forgot to divide it by like the hours instead of instead I divided by days. So when I divided it by hours, the actual cost is 108. So that's just the only update. Just putting it out there so that later when the tracker is used, that's taken note of. And there's also a guideline paper that I couldn't really share last uh, meeting, so I'll just show that here. I mean, yeah, because of time, I couldn't really show this last meeting, so I'll just quickly show it here. So this is the guideline paper because I'll be offboarding soon, and because this framework might not be used immediately. For whenever this framework is used, this is the guideline paper, and there are a few inaccuracies in the current version that I think we can correct in the future, maybe by using Airtable more often. These inaccuracies mainly come from the hours because they're not exactly recorded right. So we had to estimate them. But maybe in the future, like if we can record the hours, that will make it quite accurate. And also record the number of people working in each department on a specific task. Because right now the framework is under the assumption that it's only one person from each department. So yeah, that's it for my part. You guys can have a look at these docs later. Yeah. Thank you very much, Kevin. You can share screen again.
Okay, thank you, Manasa. Yeah. Okay. Thankfully, it's not lagging. Okay, if my screen is can already be seen, we'll move over to Elvina.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. Maybe you can go for my first card about investment. Yeah, I think you can go down a little bit. You can see the attachment. Yeah. So the update for the investment is for the ACS, BMHS, and then PRDA for today. The price is increased a little bit compared to yesterday. And then I believe that the price will go up soon. So I think we just need to observe for a little bit time. Yeah. That is the update for the first one. And then for the second card is about the Thrive KPA. For the Thrive KPA, I already made the whimsicals. Maybe Kalilis later can help me to check it again, and then I'll finish the rest of the checklist sooner. Okay, thank you. That's for my update.
Okay, thank you, Alvina. Does anyone want to ask anything about these two cards? Okay, if there are none, then we'll move over to Patricia.
Thank you, Kevin. Can you open my second card? Yep. Okay. So for this week's update, we have quite a lot of projects. The first one is the work from home package. I'm doing this with Vaya, and this week we have assembled a team with marketing and PR, and the MVP is underway. We are filtering out the amenities and extra value that can be added for potential work from home partners. Then also there's the Nusa Penida package project, which I'm doing with Bella. We have listed 3 alternatives that can be made for the staying flow. And we are doing some cost estimations for each alternatives, and we are filtering the properties that can be added to this project. Then also there's a potential project with the Dalam Pinarak property. The owner requested a SWOT analysis, and I've finished it. And it's tentative that they might be asking us to promote their property into the work from home target market. Then also there's the Kinton guest house project. The owner asked for a package stay like the one in Nusa Penida we did some week ago, maybe a month ago. And it's already underway, but I'm having an obstacle in which there's a price difference between the COVID price and the price from the owner. Kalilis, do you have any visibility on this?
For which one? The
Kinton Guest House. The owner said that the price is 130K, but in the COVID price list it's 180. So which price should I use?
oh um basically if owner willing to receive like lower, that's applicable. I mean, we can use that, but also be careful, do not put very very cheap. Like, I'm not sure, but sometimes if it's very cheap, then someone would think that this is not
We are a
good
scam, yeah.
property. But let's try
Okay,
it like
okay.
for 1 month using the owner recommended price if they are willing to receive lower.
Okay, so I'll just recheck if the owner's price is included with our commission fee
Yeah,
ya kalau gitu.
yeah, that's good.
Alright, thank you Kak.
Thank
Alright,
you.
that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pat. Does anyone have any questions regarding this? Okay, everyone is shaking their heads. Okay, we'll move to Dila.
All right, thank you, Catherine. So I'm going to update the full stack package progress. So this week we have already found 3 vendors that are willing to provide for our services that we'll provide in the full stack package, and also currently we're still trying to find a villa that can be used as our trial for a month. And for the progress, we have tried to contact the Hayu and they refused. And as for the Despacito, there is still no update from them. And if later on Despacito refuse, we will use Nayaka Villa. Yes, that is the update for me. Thank you, Catherine. Back to you.
Hey, thank you, Dila. So still trying to look for a property that will collaborate with us regarding this. Okay, I think there are no questions.
I have
regarding
questions.
this. Oh,
To
okay,
the specific property revenue management. Any of your properties has the possibility to be like offered this kind of services? For example, like
Yeah,
tortoise. For example, I don't know.
I don't know as for the rest, but from the last meeting, we actually thinking that Nayaka probably will be the best fit for this
No,
package.
I mean I'm asking to the other DAs who's managing property, like
Oh, okay, I'm so sorry.
who can give input for this particular project. None. So you don't think you can like persuade your owners?
Yeah, best choice probably the Hayu in terms of revenue stability. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, unfortunately, I'm not really sure how the persuasion going on. But yeah, perhaps that's family matter.
Yeah, for the Hayo, yeah, for my family matter.
Okay, maybe so for area managers, if you think that there's a property in your area that might benefit from this package, you can contact Dila through Slack or Discord. Yeah. Okay. Are there any more questions? Okay, I think there are. Oh, Bella is laughing. Okay, I think there are none. So we'll move over to Bella.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. So I will start with my first card for BI. Today I have discussion with Chris, and for the next action that we will do, I will create the flow chart regarding the previous system to make a financial report for owners, and then he will try to map out to generate the old system to generate the new system also. So yeah, that's the update from me. Thank you.
Okay, so you can write your update in the comment so you can see it. Are there no more updates for the 3 cards below?
Should I read or
Yeah, sure.
only one part?
No need to update everything. Just the one that is relevant to the other, the one that to the chapter
Yes.
basically.
Yes. Okay. I think that's all from me. Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, then. Thank you, Bella. Okay, then we'll move over to Hakim.
Okay, please open my top card. Yes, Agoda. First activity, please. So no inquiries from Agoda. Yes, no inquiries from Agoda. But so I'm proposing one thing to you guys. I want to be more aggressive here. I want to add 5 more villas in Agodas and you use the early bird promotion in there. So can I list your single property optimization villas, or yeah, your single property optimization, because my thinking is, my KPI could go up and your KPI could potentially go up, so it's a win-win. So how about it, guys?
I have a question.
Yes.
If there are no inquiries, why should we add more property? Is it like because we figure out the market demand for Agoda?
Uh,
Like,
because
huh?
yeah. So yeah, I think my thinking is so the sample size is really small right now, right?
Uh-huh.
Only two villas, and then only two villas, which is actually yeah. No, sorry. Only so the problem is the sample size is too small. I think it's the problem. So this initiative is just to add the sample size to see whether we can it works or doesn't work.
Hakim, how many
Yeah,
listing do we have in Agoda?
it's a lot, Kak, but this is the problem, right?
What's the problem?
The listings is whether two things, they are not ours anymore, or they are not suitable for experiment because short term they already booked or blocked by the owner. So even if we use them as promotion,
Oh, yeah.
maybe we couldn't see the result, right? Because they're like already long term book or like closed by the
Hmm.
owner gitu.
Do you have the list of
So
the property listed in Agoda?
the complete list belum sih, but yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want me to like do the list, I will. But currently, the situation is like what I said.
Yeah, I mean, to understand the problem, you need to understand the current situation, right? So first, you need to identify what kind of property that we have in
In Agoda.
Agoda, right?
Yep.
And which one do you claim that is occupied, and which one is available?
Mhm.
What
All
types?
right, all right.
How many percent villa? How many percent guest house, and etc. And what
Because if we want to
area?
add more listing, maybe we can try a different type of listing
Yeah,
of property so that we can experiment and see whether anything fits in the Agoda
yeah.
market.
And also, if you
All
want
right.
to make a Agoda listing, you also need to confirm with the owner because it's related to the contract and etc. That's okay
Oh yeah.
to
Oh,
make a new listing, but the owner needs to aware of that also.
oh, I see. Okay, okay, okay then. Yeah, I think I will. Sorry, what you asked of me? What did you ask me to do again?
First, make the list of Agoda listing, property
Uh-huh.
name, area, and type. Identify
Okay.
what's there and what is not there if you want to make a new listing.
Okay, 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 okay. The type is like high end or mid end or like low end gitu ya.
No, it's like guest house, villa,
Oh, guest house resort.
mm-mm, resort, and etc.
Okay, okay, will do. Okay. Property name, type, and why. Okay. So that's that. For from this, uh, move to my next card, please. Now, for Villa Tortoise, the update, another short-term booking. So we're up to 1430 from last week, 1297. Still some leads from Facebook. So yeah, the problem is all the inquiries from Facebook, they fail. Currently investigating. Hopefully in a couple of days I can give us the result. of why the direct inquiries through Facebook, they all didn't came through. Yeah, this is this addition to sales is from instant booking. Last
Okay.
card. Yeah. So this is regarding my personal purpose here in Bukit Vista. So yeah, another one of my purpose in Bukit Vista, other than like learning, having the experience of internship and learning about this business, is to produce like an academic research for my program in uni, right? Yeah, so this is like what I propose. If you guys want to read it, you can. But currently, I'm being mentored by Kalelis. Kalelis also docent, so I know she will be a good mentor for me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Hakim. Okay. If are there any questions for Hakim? Okay. I think there are none. Okay, we move over to Anis.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. From my update, I think the first card, awareness of record. Yeah, for the update, we already finished the database thanks to COVID, and we already revise the previous form and then the guidelines. Yeah, I think I will share screen and answer Mr. Jing question regarding which improvement that we make. Actually, wait, I'll share screen.
Okay, I'll stop my share screen first, yeah?
Okay, thank you. Uh, okay, Mr. Jing, for the improvement, previously our form there's only record into the response Google spreadsheet, and then also it linked with Slack on financial record. But now when we record the data here, it will make a Trello card, and then from finance team they can make approving or not from the request and then the reimbursement, and then we also can check the time of our approval or rejected card like that. And then it will also help us on listing our asset, because when you buy a new laptop or new handphone, it will from your request, and then it will go into the asset, because it was an asset like MacBook or handphone like that. That's from improvement, I think.
Yeah, Mr. Jim.
Okay, quick one. So, what do we do before? So before it went into a Google Sheet, and now it goes on a Trello board. Is that the main difference?
Firstly, we on the form it's only record about the money, but we also have asset like MacBook, and then the other thing that we still need to calculate their value, because it was an asset for us, and it like a long-term use like
Okay.
that.
So if I understand correctly, we're able to now understand we have a branch, right? Before everything was just a cost. Now there's a branch between expense and asset. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. My other question is this: do we need to put salaries down on that? That seems crazy, right? We have to like put 30 salaries in like every month for expenses.
Actually, it's a request from Wayana, because it will help us like tracking. No, actually, it's like why we put salary on it because we want to make sure which one is best salary, and then yeah, the other thing, and then it will also help what who the one who transport it, I think.
Okay, I'm not
And
getting very
Okay,
much.
can I help?
Yeah, yes, please,
Okay.
please.
Yeah.
thank you,
So,
Bobby.
sorry. Yeah. For the first one, regarding the request into assets. So now, if you register your request, there's also potential that it can be rejected, right?
Yeah.
Previously, we do not know which request in the Excel sheet that is accepted or rejected. Now we
Okay.
know exactly. Okay, this is the expense, and also those who there are a list of objects that is picked. If it's already accepted, it will automatically be registered as an assets.
Okay.
And then
Got it.
within the assets itself, we know which assets is currently held by who. Is it still in the base
Yeah.
with other people? That's also one thing.
Okay. All right. Very good.
So that's
Okay.
management of assets. Third, regarding the salary, this actually is a transition to creating a more automated income statement, because currently we also have to track the salary, but we don't have the breakdown, and it can be found actually in the employee journals of people, right? But now it's
Yep.
registered in the database, and it
Okay.
can be easily transferred into. It's already available in Redash. That's why, like, it can be transferred easily into the income statement. Furthermore, if we want to, for example, like in the future, like so that we don't have to like double input in I don't know, like maybe in the employee journal and also in the Google form, we can kind of make a way to that. But now it's more structured, normalized into a form that is ready to be used for the income statement.
I don't really feel like putting in everybody's salary 30 times a month. So is there a way to avoid that?
Yes, because also because we do not know. Actually, sir, the current process for the transferring
Uh-huh.
is that David inputs the value,
Uh-huh.
and then Mowayan will like kind of like approve it, something like that,
Right.
give the token, something like that.
Yeah.
But then we do not know which one is already sent or not. Like it's not trackable.
Right. Okay. All right. So, still don't really feel like putting in all these entries because it's already, it's adding more work in some way.
Yeah.
Unless we can remove the employee journal or something. Right?
Yes, and then also
That'd be
maybe like
different.
we can distribute it to the CLs. Like for example, we distribute it to the
Uh-huh.
CLs as a request. Okay, so this is what I'm proposing to pay them to my members. Then
I see.
the load will be distributed.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to work on this. That's a very unpleasant point in like the monthly life. So, okay. Thank you, Vidi, for explaining. I also noticed, Anis, that none of the cards are moving. Is there a reason why? All the cards are all stuck in new entry.
Can you repeat it, sir? I'm sorry.
So I saw that all of the cards are in new entry, but it seems like there is a progression onto different lists as things go. Is there a reason why nothing is moving?
Actually, it was previous data from the last July. So it's like a sample for us. Uh, it's not yet been moved into the next section because it's actually it it's already sent. The money is already sent, but the data is still here because we just make the Trello board.
Okay, Vidi.
Yeah, okay, I can help. So they're trying to re-input the data from July to like make a comparison. They have produced the income statement for July, right? But then they need the okay. If you use the system, will it like be balanced? If you input all the data for July. So
Okay,
it has
got
not been moved because it's not a new request. It's old requests that have not been processed because they just input
it's
the
a
new system.
backlog.
Yes, it's a
Okay.
backlog to compare
Okay.
with the existing system.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, that's it. Thank you, Anis.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Anis. Thank you for the discussion. Maybe if there are further discussions regarding optimization for this tracker, you guys can have a separate discussion from the Scrum. Okay. Is that all, Anis? Do you want to have updates for these two cards?
From the other two cards, I think I already put the update, but I think it will cut the other people time. So yeah, you can read it on my card. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Anis. Okay. To save time, we'll move over to Michael.
Yeah, I think I want to talk about revenue target optimization. So yeah, so I have asked marketing team, actually to Kevin and Alif to push my listing in Putra Bali Villa, but there is still no bookings yet, and there is only one inquiry, but it's not getting converted. And I'm actually so I joined community session about Nusa Penida, and actually I'm quite what do you say about it? I'm quite afraid that I can't gain the target. The reason is because it is in Nusa Penida, and the reason why I say it's Nusa Penida is because it's quite hard to get a long-term booking in Nusa Penida because Nusa Penida, as you know, is just island, right? It's just an island far from the main island of Bali. So people will rarely do long-term booking there, and usually only stay there like 2 days or maybe 1 day usually. From I see from the booking list is also like that. And I also heard from the community sharing session that usually people that book in the Nusa Penida don't come from Airbnb, but they usually come from the so there is usually a tour that give to Nusa Penida, and they usually the tour asks for villa owner to rent their villa. So it's not about so they usually don't see the listing in the Airbnb. So yeah, I'm actually quite not too confident about reaching the target. Do you think I still go? I still need to just proceed it? Maybe wait for another week, or maybe I can change the property from another region. What do you think about that?
Maybe Kalin is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good question, and I'm waiting for that question. It means that you know priority, yeah, Michael. Yeah, perhaps I would agree that Nusa Penida quite rare. Why we choose one property in Nusa Penida because we would like to have a test with the market. If we do optimize it, whether we can get booking or not. How many days have you worked on this optimization?
Uh, it's been the price has been up for a week, but
Week?
the listing has been marketed like to Instagram in Facebook. I think it's on Monday because
On Monday.
it's on queue, and yeah, it's just
Okay.
up on Monday,
Yep. So if you
and only
already,
one inquiry.
yeah, already done the strategy like pricing and also posting in social media. If you don't have any other strategy, then let's try to add more property. This one is waiting and maintaining. So let's add other property that has higher possibility to be rented. What do you think, Michael? Is that a good idea?
I think it's a good idea. Yeah, basically because I actually joined community here, and it gives me a lot of insight about what happening in Nusa Penida, and yeah, it's also make me thinking about
I see.
this goal is quite hard because yeah, the situation is like that, and also yeah, it's also still PPKM. I think it's extended to 9 August if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
yeah, so yeah, it's
Okay.
quite hard for Nusa Penida.
Yeah, let's have a chat on Slack, Michael. Try to open the Redas and the
Yes.
Insights menu, and try to find which property has the potential revenue contribution for July in any other area. So text me when you have the property list and discuss which one will we pick. Okay.
Okay.
Sip.
Okay.
Uh, Yeah, I think that's all from me because there isn't any much time and it's the most urgent one.
Okay then. Thank you, Michael. So we can, you guys can see the cards for yourself if you are interested. Then we'll move over to Felix.
Okay, so for my update about the market price analysis tool, I added some documentation in the collab notebook itself. That's the only update. For the other update, uh, let's move to the what is it? Uh, assets property
Property
revenue
revenue
projection.
protection. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the left part, Kevin. Keluar kartu ini ya, di kiri. Kiri banget. Assets list, yeah, this one in a property revenue projection, yeah, there.
Yeah, so while I was working on a property revenue projection, I noticed something like, for example, the chart not getting a notation. So I added some suggestions for the tools itself. That is to handle null values for the before plotting the value. And Anthony also made some suggestion to the tools. Is there Anthony here?
No, I don't think Anthony's here.
Anyway, can we make changes ourselves to the tool for the property revenue projection?
Yeah, of course. If you have any changes, you lock the previous version, right? Or maybe if it's just a fix,
Just
you update.
name a revision, save for revision.
You either you save as revision or you update in the guideline what kind of change have you made, just like a log,
Okay.
like a repo log.
Okay, then I'll apply the changes.
Yep.
Yeah, but I see Anthony also made some comments there. Make sure that both of your suggestion is integrated. Yeah. Okay, Felix and also Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you for updates, Felix. And forward to Anthony, but he's not here. Did Anthony contact Kafidi to represent him?
For Anthony, the update is only the revenue projection tool improvement. We decided that I think we will use LSTM for this one, but I think with a pre-processed thing in the dataset, I'm still not sure. But we will implement this directly on the Flash server that has been made by current development team.
Okay, thank you, Kafidi, for representing Anthony. Okay, we have the 3 new onboarded interns. From Kalilis, do you have any words about their cards?
Oh, yeah. So actually, I assigned Wira to help Ara, the CL of HR, related to chapter efficiency. Wira, are you here? Yes, we have Wira here. Do you have any updates
Sorry.
related to that project?
Actually, I will discuss this with Kak Ara at 4 o'clock this time.
All
Or
right.
after this meeting.
You
I'll
can
meet with
make
Kak
your
Ara.
own card here to make sure that you can also share insights to the other.
Okay.
Bikin aja double card, okay?
Okay,
Yep,
Kak.
that's it. And also, Wira is participated in investment team. I think. How is it doing? Like, how's your participation in that part, Wira?
Yesterday I just having not yesterday, on Monday I have investment pairing with Elvina and I think Kak Vidi, and we just discussing about the stocks, but I haven't give the stock recommendation. Like I just give the stock, but I haven't execute the buying. I haven't execute to buy the stock.
Yep. Okay. Thank you very much. So, like for everyone, we also have a team project, where everybody has friends, for finishing the project basically. So perhaps the updates can be anywhere else. Okay, that's that. Back to the chair.
Okay, thank you, Kalilis. Okay, we have 7 minutes left. Okay, by the way, guys, maybe a little announcement or not also. Maybe since we have so many people in BI and we have the 1 hour duration for the Scrum, I don't think we can really indulge in every person's card. So I can suggest like a new system while we have so many people here that we can just up maybe like all hands. So in all hands we just update like the first column, right? So in PI, I think since we have so many people also, we can implement that as well. So we can update the most important cards to save time, but also we can make it a habit to scroll around other people's cards regularly. Yeah, so we can still have 1 hour scrum, but also we can still be updated on other people's cards also. I think. What do you think, Mr. Jim?
You know what? I feel like you're the little boy who told the emperor they're not wearing any clothes, right? And yeah, I've been thinking about that for a while. I'm glad somebody brought it up. It's a high quality problem to have so many smart people in a room all together. But I see people twiddling on their keyboards and their phones, so I know that it's probably not like everybody's fully engaged with the hour that we have here, right? So I think this is actually a really good direction, and you can see from the general response, people tend to agree with it. Yeah. Remember, I mean, Bukit Vista is what you make of it, right? So make it inspire delight. If we've solved this problem before somewhere else, then let's take a look at it and see how we can create that prioritized engagement. Ideally, the way you should feel like when you're here is that you're getting a lot of feedback from the other really smart people in the room who are telling you like, hey, no, maybe we should do this, and generating these kinds of brainstorming ideas, refining your ideas, double checking, feeling more confident. I think that's yeah. There's what is 40 choose? What's 24 choose 2? Does anybody know? What's probability? 24 choose 2? Okay, all right, fine. I'll have to do it in my head. 24 choose 2, I think, is 12 times 23. So 12 times 23 is there's 276. There's 276 possible ways that we can all connect and get perspective. So yeah, cool, Kevin. I like that. How are you going to make it into reality now?
Yes, that's what I think I would like to suggest for everyone to block a time on their own personal calendars during your personal free time to set aside like maybe 30 minutes to scroll around, look at everyone's card. So it's hard to actually implement it if you guys probably human errors, you can sometimes forget, but I think the best possible way is we can all set our own personal time, 30 minutes to scroll around the cards, and then if there are any that pique your interest, you can chat it, comment on the card, ask about it. What do you think, sir?
May I, Vidi, Lilith?
Sure.
Okay, this is actually really good. I don't know if you're aware, Kevin, but we're trying to start an initiative across the entire company to bring more recognition to people's work. As we get a bit bigger, it's a little bit harder to actually see and know that somebody actually is kind of looking at your work. And of course, the more people that see it, the better, right? So that was the challenge we had during the all hands, which is we want people to report, but if I report, then who's actually looking at my report, right? In the entire company, we don't have a chance to actually report. So by commenting, we were able to resolve that sort of feeling of like speaking into a space and not really having anybody hear us. And I think this goes both ways too. I was inspired by Ghani today because we had been talking about this idea of recognition for a while. Recognition goes both ways. It's a two-way street, right? So if you want recognition for your work, begin with recognizing other people's work and seeing like if that actually impacts, and think of ways to helping others help themselves and such. So I think that's a good initiative. What you just proposed, Kevin, is a way for everybody to give a little bit more, right? If you want to receive feedback, which we all consider a gift, then think about how you will give feedback for others and in such. Create that engagement that I think results in positive transformation and inspires delight. So yeah, cool. Now it's just a matter of actually embodying that spirit and making sure that we actually do as we have done. Maybe the first thing you can do actually, Kevin, is to ask for upvotes, right? And just kind of make sure does everyone believe that this is a good idea? Do they agree with it? So then you can make that into part of our new culture.
Hey, thank you, sir. Okay, so regarding this thing, we can have a separate discussion maybe in the BI Less Chill Slack channel. Yeah, so we can discuss more about it through Slack. Okay, think I'll start it after this scrum. Yeah. Are there any more discussions? Actually, we only have 1 more minute. I think there's actually no discussion that can be done in 1 minute. So I think I'll just end the scrum right now. Thank you guys for attending this week's scrum, and hope you guys have a good day. Or no, Mr. Jing has.
One last thing. I wanna recognize Kevin for be the hero, right? And I think it's important. If so many people felt like that was a good suggestion, then there was probably the point where the thought crossed your mind, right? That we could do things to make this gathering more inspired and light. So thank you, Kevin, for taking the initiative and the courage to speak forth and suggest these changes. I think that is essentially the spirit of innovation. Even if, let's say, the suggestion isn't generally accepted or there will be modifications, somebody needs to be the first to break the ice. And I think that is very encouraging. And I think it gives everybody a chance to look at any process that we have and continue this question. Can we actually make that process better? Can I actually inspire it more to light? And take on that sort of the spirit of never settle. So there's a lot of smart people in this room. That is no doubt, right? Everyone has come from very established and very good backgrounds. But Vidi, Lillis, I think we also asked, there is, after all, at the end of the day, fear. And fear stops us, I think, from achieving our dreams and changing the world that we see fit. So what I want to encourage, what I want to stimulate by recognizing Kevin in this particular instance is for all of us to look at what are we afraid of, and is it better to commit mistakes of omission by not saying anything and letting something continue to go, or is it better to give it a shot, try? If it doesn't work, then accept that it doesn't work. But by doing so and trying, we are committing more mistakes of commission and fewer mistakes of omission. We're being more of an entrepreneur, being less of a just kind of status quo. And in these difficult times where there's so many changes that are, very, very dramatic to how we live, I think when we choose to exercise choice, we choose to exercise courage, that changes everything. And that's really inspirational. So thank you, Kevin, for stepping up and suggesting change. Let's see how the rest of the chapter responds to it. I'm sure that once this has been in discussion, we'll probably find a really good way that makes everybody happy and can inspire us all. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing. So everyone, if you guys have any problems or what you see can be improved, just tell in Slack or in general discussions like this. If you guys think that the current process troubles you or so. Okay, then we're already past 2 minutes, so if there are any more announcements, I'll close this session. Thank you guys for attending the Scrum. Have a good day, guys.
Okay. Oh, Vidi, Lillis, stay. I got some follow-up with both of you, yeah?
Yep.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kevin.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Let's see. How'd you guys feel about that? Vidi, Lillis.
Yeah, that's good, I think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Lillis, how did you feel about that?
Yeah, that's good. I'm not sure. Usually BI interns feel more motivated when they want to go out from this. No. Just kidding. Yeah, Kevin is actually a really smart person, but lately, previously, he do not really speak about things. Lately, he start to do it actually.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Lillis, you're on record, by the way. So if you want privacy or